Hey everybody, it's the first week of January, so I can still say Happy New Year, and I am so excited. I'm Mark Comfort, by the way. My wife Mimi and I own Cruise Holidays of Kansas City and Comfort Tours and Travel. And this is our 34th going into our 35th year in business. And I want to tell you how excited I am about sharing this webinar with you today. One of the things that I have prided myself in for all of these years is meeting the right people, finding out about new products, new cruise lines, new destinations, and building relationships where I can negotiate some great values for you. And I will tell you this, what you're going to hear and see today arguably will be the most incredible value I've ever been to negotiate with a cruise line. And it's all because Atlas Ocean Voyages is the cruise company, the cruise line that we're going to be talking about, this French and Italian Riviera cruise, May 21st through the 29th of 2023. In November, right before Thanksgiving, I was invited to go on the naming ceremony of this new ship, the World Navigator, and the naming ceremony of the brand new sister ship to the World Navigator called the World Traveler. And on that cruise, we met the president of Atlas Ocean Voyages, the vice president of Atlas Ocean Voyages, and honestly, all the executives of Atlas Ocean Voyages. And they knew me because I've known a couple of them throughout the 30 years we've been in business, but they also knew me because we've put a group of almost 60 people together on this World Navigator ship to Antarctica, February 21st through March 3rd. They haven't had a group that big on one of their ships. These ships are brand new. The World Navigator just came out a year ago, October. So we'd be talking about, 15, 16 months ago. And the World Traveler was brand new when we were there in Ushuaia, Argentina in November. I mean, talking about now just a couple months ago. So I'm going to go through this today. And what you're going to hear is about the new destination and the new options that they're doing and the deal I negotiated for you guys that, again, I like to say, I really mean this. I went back with Mimi and said, if we ever had a better value than we have with this ship right here. And this ship, you guys, is luxury. It's a yacht style ship. It has 200 maximum people, 100 cabins, and there won't be that many on it because they've got some leaders, expedition leaders is what they're called, that will take up some of those cabins. So the maximum capacity will probably be 190 people thereabouts. Okay, on this particular itinerary, which is round trip Nice, France, which is what we call the French Riviera. It's one of the most beautiful parts of the entire Mediterranean. It also goes into the Italian Riviera, which arguably, again, is one of the most historic and beautiful parts of Italy. So you're going to see all this today. Now, if you look at the pictures that we have here, this ship, because it is so small and yacht style, brand new and close to all-inclusive, not totally all-inclusive, but close to it, will be able to get into some places that the big ships cannot get into. Okay? Now, this cruise line, Atlas Ocean Voyages, these ships are known as expedition ships because they are designed to go to the Antarctica and the Arctic, and they'll do phenomenally well in the Antarctica areas and the Arctic areas on their cruises. They will have a challenging time getting, until they're known, getting people to go on the in-between cruise destinations like this French and Italian Riviera cruise. So look at the pictures on the bottom there. They're all wait till you see, I'll go through all of this itinerary, but they're going to be going to the place you've heard about, like Monte Carlo, like Nice, Livorno, Italy, which goes to both Pisa, where the Leaning Tower of Pisa is, and Florence. It goes to places like Cinque Terre, which has been so incredibly popular, Cannes, Villafrance, this whole area, and of course round trip out of Nice, where you can fly into and out of. And then I want you to look at the far picture on the right. at least on my screen. I think it's your screen too. And that's the Grand Prix race cars. This is right during the Grand Prix. Now, they don't have tickets or anything like that yet. They might be able to get them and offer them to you, but they don't have that now. So that may or may not be of interest to you. But if it is, you'll be able to at least go to Monte Carlo. We're docking only 9 miles from Monte Carlo in a place called Menton, and you can get in there. I know if I was going on this, I would just take a cab or an Uber in and see the festivities and how fun and crazy. And you'll be able to hear the Grand Prix going on for miles and miles and miles away. So anyway, let's go through this. I think you'll be very impressed. And wait till you hear the deal, the value, the pricing that we've got on this incredible ship. And the other thing is kind of last minute. Anything within 6 months in our industry is called within last minute. Here's a great picture of Nice, France, where you fly into the international airport is there, or you could fly into Marseille, you could fly into Paris, do a few days before and or after this, whatever you want. We can help customize whatever you'd like to do. But the cruise ship, the World Navigator, embarks in Nice, France. Okay, Porto Venere, Italy. Look at that idyllic little place. And again, remember these quaint Mediterranean stops that we'll be going to in a lot of cases are not accessible by bigger ships. But again, they call this a yacht style ship. Going to go over the itinerary first, and then I'll go over the ship itself and all that it offers you. Yeah, this is so exciting. And I was just on this ship, so it was, oh, I mean, I was impressing. You know, I've been in this industry 34 years. I've been on 150 ships, more than likely. Very, very, very impressed with this ship. So take advantage of it while they're new and not very well known. They haven't even hardly advertised at all. By the way, part of our parent company, Travel Leaders, owns a portion of Atlas Ocean Voyages. That's how I found out about this to start off with. Cinque Terre, those 5 unique, quaint villages or cities that sit on the cliffs overlooking the Mediterranean, will be one of your stops. And by the way, I've been there before by land. It's a lot better when you access these villages of Cinque Terre by the ocean, a lot better. Obviously, the visual is even so much better from the ocean. Cinque Terre is crazy, fabulous place. And this is in May 21st to the 29th, 8 nights. So this is before the rush of the craziness of the summer months. Then the ship goes to Florence, Italy. It'll stop at the port city called Livorno, and you'll get to go to Florence, and that's in the Tuscany area for the full day. That's the other thing I love about this itinerary. They stay a lot longer in the ports than most of the bigger ships do, because their port taxes to stay there are a lot lower. Okay, now here's Pisa, France, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. You'll be able to see that. Again, look at Italy, beautiful, beautiful place. Look at the mountain range behind it, right on the Mediterranean. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous place. And you'll have an assortment of tours that you can do at each one of these stops. Calvi, France, I've never been there, but I can tell you what you'll see in the next few stops is where a lot of the yachts and the smaller type ships dock. But look at the fortress surrounding that rocky peninsula area there. This area is just so beautiful. Again, the Italian Riviera and the French Riviera, 2 of the most beautiful places in the entire Mediterranean. Okay, Saint-Tropez, France. This is a place that's known for yachts. This is where so many yachters go to. You'll see how, as I like to say, the other 10% lives. Okay, you might see some Russian oligarchs' yachts impounded there. Okay, Cannes. Everybody's heard of that. You see the yachts and all the boats and how big an area this is for yachting type destinations. And again, the yachters always go to special places, right? They have the money to do so. And this is very, very special place in France. Menton. Now there's a place again I'd never heard of. It's 9 miles outside of Monte Carlo. During the Grand Prix, they don't let the ships, unless they pay just a gigantic amount of money, dock in the harbor there at Monte Carlo. In many cases where they do, they've also had somebody charter that ship out to be used as a hotel. And the hotels in Monte Carlo, which are expensive anyway, are ultra expensive then. So staying here in Menton on the World Navigator ship 9 miles from Monte Carlo is a real plus, fabulous plus. Okay, Villa France, look at this. I love this. Maybe one of my favorite pictures. This is a typical gorgeous, spectacular Mediterranean paradise, right? And again, the big ships, if they come here, they have to dock way, way, way out there. We'll be able to dock right in the heart of that bay, okay? And then we end up, that's 8 nights, we end up back in Nice. There, I love this picture because it's the port area of Nice, France, which is so beautiful. Nice is a pretty good sized city, as you would guess it would be to have an international airport. Okay, so that's the itinerary. Let me talk to you a little bit about the Atlas Ocean Voyages. And before I go into all of this, you will also get a link. We will send you a link. Those of you that will want to watch this webinar, when you register and want to watch the webinar, we'll send you a link that has the naming ceremony in Ushuaia for this ship that I was on. You'll see me. I'm the one in the chief's hat, by the way. But it'll also go over visually the ship itself in a video format that I think you'll be very, very impressed with. So as I've said before, the name of the cruise line is called Atlas Ocean Voyages, and I bet you haven't heard of it. Most people have not. I'm thrilled to be able to offer this brand new cruise line. It's a year, again, like I say, 16 months old. The first ship out, the World Navigator, came out in October of 2021. Okay, it's they call it a yacht-style cruise. That's how Atlas is promoting itself, a yacht-style ocean voyage. I want you to think about it that way, as a yacht, okay, or almost a river cruise that's designed as a yacht, because it's that small. Think about it, 190 passengers or less. My guess is on this, it'll probably be 150 passengers or less. Okay, anyway, it says everything: impeccable service, elegant yet relaxed ambiance. Really important that you read that, the relaxed ambiance. This is a resort casual type experience. You can dress up if you want, but you sure don't need to. Country club casual, resort casual dress code. Cultural immersions in every voyage. That's a big, big deal to learn about the culture. They will also have, as it says below, menus that will be inspired by the areas of the world that you're in. Okay, I'll go over all the dining in a minute for you. Always included the unlimited wines, premium craft cocktails and brews, chilled craft cocktails, sparkling wine, welcome. Luxurious Occitan amenities for you, in-room mini refrige stocked daily with your preferences, gratuities for exceptional service, yacht, marina, water toys. Now, they have an area on the back of this where it goes down, as well as on both sides, and they have zodiacs on there. They will also have jet skis and all sorts of things that you could, water toys. I love how I envision myself, I grew up water skiing, I envision myself water skiing behind one of those zodiacs in the Mediterranean there. And then emergency medical evacuation insurance. That's really designed, well, it's designed for anywhere in the world, but was added in for everybody, primarily because of destinations like the Antarctica area, continent, or the Arctic. The accommodations are varied, but they're fabulous. I think you'll be so impressed with the accommodations. I know I was. And they have all sorts of different kinds. The biggest suite on the ship is called the Navigator Suite. And don't think you can't afford this, because wait till I go over the pricing with you. There's only 6 decks on the ship. Remember, it's real small. And these Navigator Suites, I think there's 4 of them, are located on deck 5 and deck 6. They're just beautiful with the big outdoor veranda that you will see there. Okay, private bedding area in a separate room, 465 square feet, really nice. The next step down in suites is called the Discovery Suite, a little bit smaller, but not much, 445 square feet. It's on deck 5 only, and there's a few more of those. By the way, if there's 3 of you going there, this room will work for a triple. You can probably see while the bedding area is separate, there is a fold-out couch for you there, and you see how big the balcony stateroom is. And by the way, room service 24/7. Fabulous room service, not just a mini menu, basically the full menu. I ate in my room for breakfast every morning, used it as a wake-up call. I had some fabulous breakfast. Okay, the Journey Suites. These are really cool too. The Journey Suite is what my wife and I have when we're going to Antarctica in February. And again, 382 square feet. Beautifully appointed, USB in there, everything you'd need. Big enough bathroom. As they like to say, a shower for 2. The Navigator Suites, by the way, have a bathtub. The other ones don't. So like my wife, if a bathtub's a big deal to her. Now, okay, this is really interesting. I want you to understand this. This is called the Horizon Deluxe Staterooms. If you look on the picture on the left, that window is floor to ceiling, but different than a regular veranda. The room, you push a button and the window goes down halfway. So it is like it's in lieu of the veranda, the outdoor balcony. So it makes your room feel a lot bigger, but it's not a door that opens up to go outside. It's a window that comes down halfway. Fabulous. They call it Juliet balcony. Fabulous design. And why it's designed like this is these kind of rooms are most popular in Antarctica and Arctic, the cold weather areas. Now, if you want an outdoor balcony, here you go. We've got it. They're just called the Veranda Deluxe staterooms. Again, 352 square feet, including the balconies. And they're on deck 6. We'll go over all that with you when you call and want to go over details. Then there's another category that's a little bit smaller, 270 square feet. And again, these are the Horizon rooms where the window goes down, okay? And then they've got the same exact kind of room, design, space, everything, with the outdoor veranda. Now, here is one I would say, the outdoor veranda in May, late May in the French and Italian Riviera is probably the best option for you because you'll spend some time out on that balcony and want to be outside. Now, they also have these AO rooms, and look at this. It is occupancy of 2, but they also use these for solo, single travelers, with a little smaller, as you see, and lower in the cruise on deck 3, 183 total spaces. Here's the solo one too that they've got specifically for just one solo traveler. Okay, let's talk about dining, and dining is an important thing on any cruise, right? So there is a main dining room. I want you to think more of a river cruise right now than you would think of as an ocean cruise. There's basically one big dining area for everybody that holds everybody called the Porto dining room. And it elegantly designed, fabulous. As you see, it's their main restaurant. They offer cuisine with menus changing daily. It's really cool. And I want you to see this. It's both indoors and al fresco outdoors. The dinner menus change. The ship and the owners and where the ship was built was in Portugal. So you'll see there's a lot of Porto or words that have Portuguese dishes, okay? Now, right off of the Porto indoor dining room is the 7 aft grill, which is where you can eat outside. And on this itinerary, you'll be doing that a lot. You don't do that at all in Antarctica or the Arctic. And then, and by the way, they will specialize in steaks, with it being a chophouse, and seafood, of course, and then they'll have casual lunches pool served there and poolside. Now, Paula's Pantry is indoor, and that's your typical coffee shop with snacks and smoothies, teas, all sorts of different kinds of coffees, all included, and grab and go snack, breakfast, which muffins, donuts, the boost drinks there. I like that terminology, boost drinks, specialty teas, all of the coffees, and then you can get sandwiches, wraps, and salads there too. Now, I told you earlier, you also can have in-room dining. So that's a tremendous way of doing this. Tremendous way of, if you want a quiet evening to yourself, you just order room service. And I want to tell you, I kid you not, when I had breakfast, if I wanted my breakfast delivered at 7:30 a.m., let's say, or 8, let's just say 7:30 a.m. I kid you not, I think my waiter, my butler, was there at 7:29, looking at his clock, waiting for it to turn 7:30, and then he knocked on my door. Okay, now I want you to look also at the observation dome, and this is oh God, this is designed so fabulously well. But they will have a wide selection of teas and figure sandwiches, cookies, things like that, as well as coffees and drinks most of the day, lunch and dinner. And there's a 270-degree window, as you see, up on deck 6 in the observation lounge. Actually, that's deck 7. Okay, health and wellness. This is really cool. They have a spa on board, a fitness studio, and I want you to look at the sauna that they put in there. This, for this size of ship, is the biggest sauna I've ever seen. But more importantly, it has prime real estate right on deck 4 as you walk in, and the whole width, and this thing is probably 20 foot long, the whole width looking out from where, like they're sitting right there, is floor to ceiling windows. It was spectacular. So the fitness center is there, obviously, and the spa treatment is there. My wife, when we're in Antarctica, said, while we're going kayaking or paddleboarding, she will be in the spa. So I don't blame her. And by the way, the sauna is free of charge. You don't have to be doing a service to go into the sauna. Okay, the massages, facials, all of that, yes, you do make reservations, and that will be a charge. There is a jogging lap, jogging trap, as you see, and there are 2 hot tubs, as you see, as well as a heated pool. Doubt if you'll need the heated pool on this trip, but you might. So all of that is part of the ship's design. And you also see right behind it is the pool bar. That's kind of nice too. And in the morning they have smoothies and things like that. So you see all the decks. Deck 7 is where the pool is, and the observation deck. There is a helicopter port. And then there's deck 6, 5, 4. Deck 4, as you see, is the main active area of the ship, and deck 3 is where those solo travelers rooms are, or the most inexpensive rooms. And that's also the deck that you disembark the ship on. Okay, now here's where I get excited about this. Okay, this is, I want you just to know, just to throw out an average number, we're paying, the people going with us to Antarctica are paying around $15,000 a person, okay, a person. And it's 9 nights for the same ship, all different accommodations, so they're averaging. This is at least 50% off that. And on top of the 50% off that, it is also the second guest goes free, except they pay for the port charges. Now look at this. Let's just run down, gosh almighty, just to tell you how great things are. The AO, the Adventure rooms, $5,634 a person. But guess what? On this promotion, 2 people go for that amount. 2 people go for $56.34, but the second person has to pay the port fees and taxes of $6.35. Going straight on down, say, let's go to the Journey Suite. Guest 1 pays $7,834, but the second person goes free. Okay, outside they have to pay the $635 port taxes and fees. So again, like I said, where people are spending $30,000 going to Antarctica, because that's where this line is designed to go, these expedition locations. So while this ship is new and nobody knows about them at all as to where they go besides Arctic and Antarctica, this is an opportunity to save gigantic money. I mean, this is mass market cruising at luxury yacht style ship experience that is second to none. If you're going on Regent or Seabourn or Silver Seas, you'd be paying 3 to 5 times this amount. So I just love it when there's that kind of deal. And look at this, the solo traveler can go from $4,934. That's fabulous. And now we're going to have limited time on this, and I believe it's till the first week of February. So I would say if you're interested, call either me, Mark Comfort, or Lynette Talge, our group coordinator, and we can make sure that you get the best deal there is in the stateroom category and the cabin that you want. The early bird gets the worm. Our phone number, they don't have it on here, is 816-505-1500. 505-1500. I wanted to show you, let's see. Oh, deposits are $535 per person, and except for if you're a suite, that's $785. Remember what I said, if you want to go in early, and most people will, we can get you pre-packages and help you with pre-packages and customize that any way you want to. So I'll tell you, I love deals. I love deals. I love deals. I love values. And that's what this is. So we can help you with your airfare. We can help you with your customized pre and or post travel if you want. If you have points and want to fly yourself, perfectly fine. We'll tell you where you need to be and when. And you just make sure you're there. We can arrange transfers from the airport to the ship if you like, or from the hotel if you're doing a pre-package to the ship, and at the end of the cruise from the ship back to the airport, okay, or if you're doing a hotel, back to a hotel. So anyway, there it is. This is called Atlas Ocean Voyages, brand new cruise line, the World Navigator. And again, remember, if you're interested, and I hope you will be, this is one of the best deals I've ever seen for this quality of ship at this kind of pricing. 50% off what the Antarctica or Arctic pricing is. And on top of that, the second guest goes for free. So I'm not good in math, but I think that's about 75% off normal or regular pricing for a brand new cruise line that's state-of-the-art, luxury, and spectacular. Okay, we can help you with whatever you want. Thank you very much for listening. Again, Cruise Holidays Kansas City, 816-505-1500, 505-1500. Take care. We are going to have Holly and Dave Jeckett go as hosts to this. They're big car enthusiasts, so the Grand Prix is something they're very interested in. So we will have a host on board for you, assuming we have enough people, and I know we will, to make sure that you have somebody to help you there besides the cruise line people. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. 816-505-1500. Mark Comfort, I appreciate this. I appreciate you watching. I hope you'll take advantage of this because this is a deal of deals. Adios, everybody. Bye-bye.